everybody, welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back with an interesting video for you. Today I want to answer a private message that I got. A guy had sent me a question and I thought that the question was very legitimate, so I thought I would answer the question in a video response. Now the question pertains to the Arizona Tea Can alcohol stove that I show how to make on my channel. The question was, how long does that stove take to boil 2 cups of water? So in this Nalgene bottle I have 16 ounces of water, and I'm going to use my stove, which I already filled up, and the fuel that I'm using today is the yellow bottle of heat. We are going to be using the Sterno stove base. If you guys don't know much about the Sterno stove base, you can find them at Walmart. Generally they're like $5 or $6 and they work really good because you can open this little door here and you can set your stove inside. Now what a lot of people do, because the stove itself won't just sit inside on that bracket, it's not big enough, or small enough I should say. So what a lot of people are doing is they're taking the cap off of a can or something, they're putting it inside there, you see that? And then they're setting the stove on top of that. That's what holds the stove. But what I'm gonna do, it's a little bit different today. I'm gonna use this little pan. If you have a tuna can, an empty tuna can, it works just as good, but it goes right inside there and you can see it sits right in place. It fits perfect. I'm trying to show you. See that? It fits perfect. The stove's gonna sit inside of that, and I'm gonna pour a little bit of fuel inside this pan to help prime the stove a little quicker. So the pot that I'm going to use to boil the water today for this test is just a standard grease dispenser that I get from Walmart. This is an aluminum pot. They're like $6 and they work good. I am not going to put a lid on the pot today. I'm just going to boil it open, and I'm going to set a counter on my phone, and I'm going to show you in real time how long it takes to boil that water. So stay with me. There is our stove base. I'm going to insert the stove inside. I'm going to take a little bit of this heat and I'm just going to kind of pour it very messy, because I'm going to use that fuel to prime. It's going to heat up that stove and it's going to get it primed very well. So I'm going to close this door. I'm going to let the stove prime, and while I'm waiting on that stove, actually I'll leave the door open so you can watch it if you want. While I'm waiting on that stove, I am going to take my 16 ounces of water here. Hopefully you can see that. 16 ounces of water. I'm going to insert that into this pot. This is room temperature water. I live in Arizona. It's about 80 degrees outside right now. Okay, the stove is in the process of preheating. It's hard to see because it's so light out, but I can feel the heat. The stove is definitely on, but I'm just waiting for it to preheat a little bit more and get up to temperature. So I'm going to close this door, let that thing get nice and hot. Okay, you can see right here I have a timer. The stove is just about ready. I'm going to go ahead and set this water on the stove here, and we're going to hit start. And I'm going to just let the camera roll in real time so that you can see exactly what's going on. So we're just over 1 minute in. I'm looking down into the water and I can see that there's some tiny bubbles starting to form. Nothing too crazy. Stove is definitely putting out some heat because I can see the flames. There's still fluid, there's still heat in that little tuna can looking deal, and so it's still got heat coming up around the can. It's starting to show just over 2 minutes here. Starting to show a little bit of boil, very light. I'm getting a little bit of a breeze today, but that Sterno stove base helps with stuff like that. This is going to be a good test because it's pretty much a reality kind of test. I'm out in the real conditions. A little bit of wind, a little bit of air, breeze, stuff like that. So I'll get a pretty realistic test here. Now I'm just starting to see the very top of the water boiling, and I'm just about to hit the 3-minute mark. So we're at 3 minutes. You can hear the flames from the wind. You can see I got a very slight boil. Let it relax a little bit more. These little alcohol stoves, they work very well. 3.5 minutes in, and I'm starting to see more of a boil. You can still see the counter and you can see the pot. Both of them in the same shot. So we're just about, there it is, 4 minutes right there, 4 minutes. And I would say that we're at a light boil. Things are doing pretty well. I know this might be a little bit long of a video, but that's not my intentions. My intentions are to show you in real time what this stove's doing. So 4.5 minutes in, we got the same kind of boil that we had at the 4-minute mark. Now we're picking up on our boil. And we are approaching the 5-minute mark. And I would call that a good rolling boil. So I would say 5 minutes. And that's being conservative because, again, if you have other factors involved, like if you have a lid on the top of your pot, if it's not windy outside, things like that, and you got some kind of better wind break going on, you know, we're at 5:15 and we got a very good strong rolling boil. So I would call it a 5-minute boil. So folks, there you have it. Just about 5 minutes. We got a good solid boil. I hope you got some good useful information out of this video. Please feel free to give it a thumbs up, like this video, share this video, and if you like the content, you know what to do. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye-bye.